Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to a Some Assemblage Required video combined with Series 11 of Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, which I've also combined with Off the Board today. So today's sketch is from Jessica Fenn Hill, and it's got two full-size photos on it, which I really loved, and it's actually a really simple sketch, so you could do a whole lot with this, and I'm really enjoying using it today. This is the color palette I'm going to be working with, and that was just a Pinterest pin that I am using for Off the Board. So Off the Board is a series where you go and you use the pins that you've pinned on Pinterest as your inspiration. And today I am using a bunch of wood veneer from Some Assemblage Required. I'm using these little woodland critters. You can see them off to the right hand side of my screen there, as well as some hearts there underneath those critters, so you can't readily see them so easily, but that's what I'm using. I'm using a bunch of paper from, I think this is Echo Park's. You know what, I'm not even going to try to remember what the name is, but it's a baby boy collection, and it is one of their newer collections. So just working from within a collection is kind of easier than pulling a bunch of random stuff yourself. So I happened to be at a retreat, and I brought this collection to work on some baby photos for one of the little kids I take care of. And I am inking everything up with some Black Soot Distress ink. And I'm going to layer up these strips of paper. I really liked that little piece that has the wording on it. It says a little baby is, a little baby boy brings a world of joy. That's what it says. Sorry about that. I'm trying to read it on the screen and it's sideways and my hand's in the way, and I don't have the layout in front of me. So that is always fun. I really liked all of the text on this piece too, because it brought in a lot of different colors and you could kind of mix and match things. So I wanted to use that. It also has some of the little critters that are in the collection of woodland critters from MK's shop, Some Assemblage Required, and it has a little fox in it. I think one of the papers has a raccoon, but I did not end up using that one. I end up using this one that has the fox, so I thought that was kind of cute. I also pulled this scalloped piece from the sticker sheet, so I'm going to pop that in there. I'm going to pop this piece that has the words on it up onto some foam tape to give some added dimension, give it a little bit of a pop to make it kind of stand out from everything else. And then I'm going to do a kind of a little bit of a tone on tone deal here with this scallop piece. I'm going to put it underneath that wood grain piece that has all of the words on it to kind of just add a little bit of extra interest below it. And I really like the way that it ends up looking. I wasn't really 100% sure how that was going to turn out, just because it's turquoise on turquoise and both kind of a diagonal plaid, but I do like how it looks, and I think you can see it well enough. So I have these two photos of the little guy. One is right after his bath, and one is he's sleeping with in his mom's arms. And I thought those were super cute and perfect for these little woodland critters. So that is one reason I decided to go ahead and use those. And this set comes with a couple of little mushrooms too, which I think is super cute. It's got an owl, a fox, and I think it's a raccoon. Really cute set that she has put together. I've pulled this card for a little bit of journaling. It has a giraffe on it, but the giraffe is going to get covered up. You're not going to see the giraffe. And that's one reason I thought the card worked well, because I didn't really care for the giraffe. Not that I didn't like it, it's just it didn't work well for this particular layout. And the little wheels are going to get covered by some of those hearts that are these little heart strings. So the woodland critters, you can go and get those in the shop, as well as these hearts, and I have paired them up. They're from different releases, if I remember correctly. The hearts are from February and the woodland critters are from March. But I believe they're still available. At least at the time when I created this layout, they were still available. I did pull one of the let's see here. I think it's a part of a 3x4 card that I pulled that has some of the dark blue in it. I really liked the emphasis of the dark blue to bring in some additional color and some grounding colors. And so I'm backing all of the hearts with that dark blue. I know it's a little hard to see off screen what I'm doing, but that is what I'm doing. I'm using the nail files because when I back it, there's a little bit of paper sticking out from the outside of the heart, so I just rub it with the nail file there, and it kind of trims it off for me. Also, all of the wood pieces are adhesive backed, so I can just peel the backer off and stick it right down onto that blue paper and then trim it off. I don't have to try and glue it and wait for it to dry or anything like that before trimming it. You could alternatively draw a line around it, trace it in other words, and then trim it, but I didn't even have to do that. And then I add this little tiny critter on top of the largest of the 3 hearts at the bottom, and I think that is super cute. I love the way that it looks all layered up like that. I am going to add blue behind the heart that he's sitting on as well, so that all of the hearts will be filled in with that navy blue. Now, I'm not going to add a title to this. I'm kind of using that bottom part that says a little baby boy brings a world of joy as my title, but I am leaving some area to the left of the photos and above those little critters. I'm leaving that kind of plain so that I can add a little journaling spot later, depending on how much his mom wants to fill in there. And I think that's a really good option, since she might have more things to say than I have to say. I wasn't actually with him for the bath photo, and so I want to leave her some space to make a little notation. So a little white rectangle of paper might get put over that once I give her this layout, and that's why I'm leaving a little extra space to modify it. I really like that little piece that said Dream Big up at the top, so I'm going to leave that up there, bringing a little of that turquoise blue up above so that it is represented there as well. And now I've got all of my colors represented up above between the multicolor on the card, the dark blue behind the heart, and then that little turquoise piece up at the top. So that makes me pretty happy. I'm just figuring out exactly where I want to layer up these little guys. I did bring in one of these hearts that doesn't have any of the heartstrings hanging off of it, and that is from, I think, another, I'm trying to remember if that's from another set of hearts or if it's in one of these the sets that I've already got on the page, but I backed it with a little bit of blue too, and I'm putting it right over the stump as though it's got a little a heart knot in it or something, and so I thought that would be really cute just to bring it in there also. And then a couple of mushrooms off of the sticker sheet. I'm going to tuck those in there because I've got the wooden mushrooms that I considered using, but I don't end up going with the wooden mushrooms. I go with the sticker ones because I've got so much dimension already in that little area. I thought it would be a little bit overkill. And I do want to add a little bit more of the navy blue. So I add this little like weird twig tree and a turquoise leaf back in there as well, just to give a little bit of pop to the critter that is sitting on top of that stump. While I go ahead and get all of these things situated, don't forget to check out everyone who is playing along over at 30 Days of Sketches. There's a playlist down below for that. I will also have links to everyone playing along with Off the Board, so that is a separate series. And then if you are interested in any of the products from Some Assemblage Required, I will have the link down below for the specific products that I'm using on this layout, as well as the link in general in case you just want to go to the store. In case you're wondering what I'm doing here, all of the wood pieces come with a oh my gosh, can't remember what it's called. It's basically a little paper on top of them to protect them when they're getting scored. So you do have to peel that paper off the top. If you are not aware of that, go and check your pieces to see if you have left that little paper on. It looks just like the wood, so I don't think it's a big deal if you accidentally did leave it on, but over time it may end up peeling off. I'm not real sure because I have not had that experience yet. So I'm using my white Arteza 0.6 gel pen to create some sketchy lines. Now, actually, I don't even think this is my 0.6. I think this is my 1.0. My 0.6 usually works the best. These pens, I usually don't have any problem with them, but for some reason, I I was having a little difficulty with this one. I think that's why it's the 1.0. It doesn't work as well for me as the 0.6. But I just kind of go back over the line without having any problem. And I am doing a double sketchy line, so I'm not going back over the line multiple times. I am actually writing 2 separate lines. And I think what happens is I go a little bit fast, and then sometimes it tends to skip. If I go a little slower, it doesn't tend to skip as much. Now I'm using a little bit of media gloss spray from Dina Wakley in white and in turquoise to go ahead and do a little bit of splatter in each of the embellishment areas. And that is going to finish it off for me, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. The close-ups are coming up in just a moment here. I really appreciate the time you have spent with me today, you guys. If you have questions or comments, please leave those down below. I will get back to you as quickly as I can. And don't forget to go and check out everyone else who is playing along. If you enjoyed this video, I would love a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, I would also love for you to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell if you'd like notifications each time I release a new video. I will be back again real soon with another video for you, so come back and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.